let's begin by bending our legs slightly, hip width apart, and inhale, up, reach up, keep those heels on the ground, reach up, and exhale, and inhale up, deep breath, and exhale, and inhale up, and exhale, and now let's come over again, carving out on the side, reach over, and over on this side, reach over, one more time, come over, and over. And now let's do something quick with our feet. So what I do for resistance bands, just to show you, I use 2 broccoli bands and I tie them together. And this way I can put one around my big toe, one around my first little toe on each foot. Now for some of you, you may like this, or you may feel like, well, this doesn't feel a lot different. But I just want to give you that feeling. So keep all little toes down and bring the big toe up and down. Your hip width apart now. And up and down, up and down. So you can feel it a little more, right? Because you're moving against a little resistance. And then put your little big toe down and now bring up your little toes up and down. And now come to the side of your foot and come up and down. Just keep the bands on. And now let's just move the big toe away from the little toe and in, and then away from the first little toe, away from the rest of the toes, and in and away. This forces, when you're moving it in, forces your little toes down, right? And back. All right, let's take those off, and we're going to lay down, do a little fascia work. I think that that's important, especially related to our thoracic area, connected to our pelvis area. So good for the shoulders. And you'll recognize this one. You're going to bend your legs at a right angle, and you're going to put your palms together, and you're going to move the top leg, the ceiling leg, and your top hand together, forward and back. And your head can be slightly lifted if you want, forward and back, and forward and back. Now lay back, and now we're going to roll the elbow. So your fingers are on your shoulder, on the ceiling arm. You're going to come forward, come around, your head come around. And I don't know about you, but this is wonderful for opening up that chest area, the shoulder area, so you can focus on that. And also think of the connection with your pelvis. Now reverse. Let's do 3 this way. And 3 this way. And now let's do the long lever. You just did it with the short lever. Let's come around all the way. You're dragging your fingernails on the wall behind you, brushing your heels, and then coming around again. And your head comes with it. And now look the other way. So you brush against your thighs, come around, and brush against your thighs, and come around. And one more time, and around. Okay, now starting with our ceiling leg up and the ceiling arm up, we're going to do the same thing we're doing at the start, except lifted, coming forward and back, and forward and back, and forward and back, and forward and back. Now let's take this ceiling leg and arm up, keep the leg bent, and now you're going to careen over. Lift this leg and come over, keeping the legs apart, and then come over. Let's do it again one more time. And again, this really allows you to feel the connection with your thorax and pelvis. And now let's go to the other side. How's that shoulder feel? That area feel? Okay. Bend the legs again, arms out. And now you're moving leg and arm at the same time. You might feel a little tingling. Last one. And now fingertips on the shoulder. You're coming forward and coming around, and forward and coming around, and forward and around, and reverse. And I was looking at the screen. We want to take your head with it. And coming around. And now long lever. Start here, come around with that arm. So you should feel really great stretch right here. And coming around. And around. And now reverse, brushing against your thighs. And over. And last one. And over. And now, ceiling arm up, ceiling leg up. You're moving forward and back. Forward and back. Forward. You can feel probably your scapula sliding a bit here. It's moving along. And one more. And back. Bring up this leg. And come around. And then back. I think this is kind of fun actually. And around. And back. And down. Okay. Now, let's do a quick warm up with a basic mat, and then we're going to go into some planks. And we're going to use Magic Circle for different things, and it doesn't matter if you don't have one, but for those that do, it gives you a chance to use it. So we're going to warm up with a basic mat, like I said. And so first, we're going to go into our 100, and let's bring our legs into first a 90-degree position. Come up, lifting up, slight tuck with the chin, arms near the knees, and then you can come out at 45 degrees or keep them at 90 degrees. And let's go inhaling on 5, exhaling, and inhaling, exhaling, and inhaling, exhaling, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale, and inhale, and exhale. Keep those arms straight from the shoulders, and inhale, and exhale, 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 and down. All right, so we're going to do the rollover, and we're going to use this. So again, you can have, or the roll up, I should say, I'm sorry. You can have your feet heels together, toes apart, or have them parallel and flexed. I prefer the pointed toe, heels together, toes apart. So just like so why don't I do the first one without the magic circle? You've done this a number of times. Make sure you're really activated here. Inhale, you're peeling yourself up, and exhale over. Now, if you need something, sometimes it helps to put a weight here. Or something, if you find your feet lifting up a lot, so come back and inhale up and exhale, reaching, 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 and back. Now grab that magic circle and press it in. Keep those arms long so they're about in the same place near your ears. And inhale up and exhale, pressing over, and inhale up as you come down and coming up, and exhale over and inhale and down and inhale up, pressing in, and exhale over. So you get some arm work, more arm work at the same time. Let's do our single leg circles. So one leg is down on the mat, the other leg is lifted as much to perpendicular as you can, turned out, toes pointed. Let's circle in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and stretch that leg up and lower down from the hip. And now lift the other leg up and point that toe. And again, like we had before, you can always stretch that hamstring out. We didn't do that, but we've done that before. Otherwise, just lift it up and hold it just like you're shooting that leg up into the ceiling. The other leg, you can really feel the oppositional stretch from one leg to the other. The other one is fastened to the mat. Now circle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Extend that leg out and down. Now here's a fun one with the magic circle, and that is the term that I will always use because that's what Joseph Pilates did, and I think that's more fun. All right, so we're going to do rolling like a ball with the magic circle between our legs, pressing in. So you can see the magic circle now is more of an oval, or just do the rolling like a ball, of course, just as you normally would. Again, let's really make sure we're a little ball here, and come up, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale, and down. How'd you like that? Gives you a little extra. I think it helps fortify your ball position. So now we're going into single leg stretch. The one leg, let's start with the right leg is bent, left leg is stretched out about 45 degrees, hovering, turned out, toes pointed, right ankle on right hand on right ankle, left hand on right knee. You're up, lift it off your shoulders, and switch, 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 elbows out, switch, 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 switch. Now in and exhale. Double leg stretch. In. Now you're up into little ball and inhale as you stretch out to either 90 degrees or 45. Your arms are back, you're lifted, and exhale. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And down. Now remember what I talked about last week. The more you deepen the work, really feeling the work in your abs, the more of the workout you're going to get. If you're just moving your limbs around, you're not going to get the glow you may want. So let's do single leg stretch. Again, left leg will be turned out, toes pointed, hovering, and the right leg is straight. So pull, pull from the calf, pull, 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 and down. Let's lift up to perpendicular. We're 90 degrees with our legs. Lift up, reach up to the toes, and come back down to the shoulder blades. Lift up as far as you can go, and down, and up, and down. And now lift up, gently place your hands on your hair, not holding up your head, elbows out, and lower those legs down. Only as far as you can without your back talking to you. You don't want to lift up that back. And let's do a couple more. And down, and come back. All right, now we're going up into the crisscross, keeping your hands where they are, stacked behind your head, come up, elbows out. You're going to bring in your left knee as you turn left and alternate. And breathe. You're just moving your legs one way and your upper body the other way. And down. All right. Now let's grab the magic circle for our spine stretch. This time, last time we stretched out with it, just like similar to what we did with the roll up. Now you're going to have your feet hip width apart, approximately toes curled back. And you have to play with this position, but now you're going to inhale and exhale, pressing down on that circle as you reach forward. And inhale up. Now, that targets right here better, doesn't it? I mean, I think it does. So, or in a different way. So, inhale, pressing down. That pressing helps you really target a lot of these core muscles. Pressing down, still flexing those feet. And inhale up. And exhale, relax the shoulders. Let's do one more. Inhale. And exhale, pressing down. Inhale up and exhale. Good. Just one more, I think. Well, two more before we get to some of our planks. So we have done open leg rocker, and we'll start with the modification, which you can continue doing. You're bringing holding your calf Bring your leg out, toes pointed, turned out with the leg, and then lifting both legs and coming up and up. Or you can put, and I haven't done this one for a while, and up and up and up. So it's a little more balancing. And now let's keep the corkscrew using the magic circle between your ankles. And we're going to come around. So first, let's start with our position. You're slightly pressing in on that magic circle with right above your ankle bone. And your hands are fastened to the mat, palm down. And then come around from the right up to the left, pressing in, and from the left to the right, right to the left, and left to the right, and right to the left, left to the right. It gives you a little more oomph than that exercise, correct? All right, now we're going to go into some planks and variations. So, and we have time, we'll do push-ups too. So we're going to start out, we can do heels together, toes apart, coming down to the mat, bring your palms to the mat, and walk out. And let's hold that plank for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, let's bring this knee in and your chest towards your leg and back. And the other leg back. Now, again, feel the oppositional movement with the leg pressing back. So you feel what's going on with both legs at the same time. And in, and in, and in, and in, and in, and in. And let's come back just a little bit for our pike. Move back. And now let's go back into a plank, but let's kick off one leg, kick off the other, up and up and up, and keep that rigid plank position with your arms, with your body, and only thing moving is your legs. Keep those hips steady and up, back in to your hike, coming up. And let's hang here for a minute and let's grab our elbows and just and then just release, just circle the arms, great for the shoulders again. And let's roll up. Rolling up. We're going to go back down, so don't worry. We're not done. All right. So now let's go back into our plank. We're going to hold a plank, and then we're going to do push-ups. I, again, prefer the heels together, toes apart, and then you're lifted on the toes. So let's come down and walk out and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now let's go into push-ups. Your arms are close to your body, bringing those elbows down and up, down and up. 3. Keep your core strong. And 5 and 6. And you're moving down about 6 inches. 7, 8, 9, and 10. And coming back. Oh, yeah. Now let's walk with straight legs toward our feet, toward our hands. And so, like I said before, your hands become sort of like a carport. And now you're going to lift up your toes and really carve out here and lift your arms. You're not on the mat, you're not pressing on the mat with your hands. So you're getting a bit of an elephant right here. And now roll on up. All right. Now let's do some side work before we conclude. I would, if you have your weights, you can use them. We're going to go to the side and over, gives you a little extra traction here, and over and over and back. And now set those down and let's go down into a position where your upper leg is in front of the other. So that foot is in front. Your arm, your elbow, inside elbow should be facing your feet. And now, first of all, I just want you to slump this way and get a nice long waist stretch here. Just let those ribs, and now up, bring that elbow up, stretch, and now come up into a side plank and reach up, and you can lengthen that arm if you want, and then back, and then come down, and let's go to the other side. And again, your front foot is in front of your other foot, your top foot, I should say. This arm is strong. And now you're going to get a nice stretch in here. Just let yourself kind of push toward the mat a little bit. And, ooh, that feels good. One more time. All right, bring the fingers to your shoulder and now come up into a side plank. And again, your inside elbow of this strong arm should be towards your feet and down. All right. And there's so many things that we could do today, but I think we should roll out our neck and do a little deep breathing. So let's lay down, and your feet can be hip width apart. And let's roll our head from side to side. Just kind of finish the work, some of that fascia work. You're getting synovial fluid, blood into that area when those neck muscles, shoulder muscles aren't supporting that 8 to 10 pound head. When you think of it, it's quite a lot of weight. And let's just wait until you feel a little bit of release. And do a little bit of breathing. I'll do one last standing exercise before we conclude. It's great before sleep. I know you're probably not ready for that yet, but let's inhale deep into those fingertips. Let's hold for 4 and exhale for 4. Hold the exhale for 4. And inhale again for 4. Hold the inhale for 4. Exhale for 4 and hold the exhale. Now breathe in. Powerful positive thoughts for the rest of your week. Exhale fears, doubts, anxieties. Stand up. And last exercise, your hip width apart. You're going to just let those arms swing. And as you go over, you can see my heel lifting. So you're just swinging. And this just helps relax, calm the energy in your body. That's why it's good before you sleep. And let's do a little more. You're just letting those arms swing across your body. And that's it. Have a great week. Thanks for joining.